One more time. What's up, everybody? What's up? How's everybody doing this Monday, March the 18th? Hold on a minute, though. Y'all know I had a long night. Yesterday was my birthday. I'm going to be honest with you. My fingertips are feeling real good right now. They kind of cold. Oh, man. Oh. And then you got to shake it off. Do, 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 do. How's everybody doing this morning, this Monday the 18th? Tuesday the 18th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me pissed. I don't even gotta say it. Y'all know that's my favorite line. Always makes me laugh. Whoever y'all trying to wake up, get your ass up. Get up, get up, get up. Take me in the room. Y'all already know what to do. Or if you're trying to stay quiet, I'm not the one to watch right now, because it's 6 o'clock, and y'all know what happened at 6 o'clock in the morning, every morning, even the day after the boy's birthday, where he's beat, tired, sleepy, wish that he could just go right now, but I still got to line up, and I got so much to cover, because if I miss a day, we're going to lose a lot of information. So I got to stick to my job and stay at work. Hopefully you guys appreciate the effort. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing today? Let me go ahead and get that screen right while y'all coming on in and tapping in. Letting me know where you guys are chiming in from, like we always do, because that's what we do over here. Let me know where you're chiming in from, because I definitely want to know so I can make sure that we get content relative to you guys. Yes, it's Tuesday. We had a very great birthday yesterday. I want to thank the Lord up above for letting me have another trip around the sun. And everybody here that was able to go to the St. Patrick's Day parade with me yesterday, we had a ball. Cowboy dancer. We saw all the bands play. We even went on spots that nobody really know about, because we native New Yorkers around here. We know where to go first. We go hang out with the bands, then we go and check out the parade. Y'all already know what it is. This way we can already get a little preview on what to expect. Y'all ain't noticed that? Y'all noticed that when we was chilling with the bands at first, when they started coming through, you could recognize a few of the players. It's cool when they do that. And then when you really hang out in the crowds and you get cool with the people, you actually speak to a lot of the parents of the bass player, the drum player, the pipers, all of them. You never have any idea what happens on St. Patrick's Day besides what you guys see on television. So, hope you guys enjoyed the content yesterday. We had a fantastic time. Those who didn't see it, do something that you don't normally do. Go check out the live. It was actually really good, interactive, over maybe 2 hours worth of content. Those who were there with me, we had Batty in the building. We had Marielle chilling with us. It was a whole lot of people. We even had Kendra walk out there. Had a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I had y'all virtually, but we still was in the building. Let me chime in and see who's in here real quick. I'm doing something that we don't normally do. What we got right here? We got Erie, PA, Anthony Griffin. Yo, how was your B-Day, bro? Did these cheap MOFOs send you any money? Yeah, I got about $12, man. They did their thing on here. They definitely gave me some money. And I got some Indian money, some money that I thought was $100, and it wound up being $25. But I appreciate that, because it's all good. You know what I'm saying? People are going through a struggling time right now, but and I feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, did these cheap AMFs give you any money yet? Why y'all letting them talk about y'all like that? See? Now me, I get at him. Y'all go ahead and get at Anthony, because, you know, he got something he want to say to y'all. And y'all already know I defend myself, so feel free to get at Anthony, as long as y'all keep it clean. What else we got over here? We got shout out to Humans, but he looks good spreading his newscast here. Thank you. What we got? Rebecca says, good morning from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Thank you, Rebecca. VIP Auction Group always showing love, always in the building, always welcome. Kendra Walker, a member, she got a glove. She's gloved up and getting gymmed up every month. So she's definitely respected and loved in the building. We also got Batty Lynn. You already know Batty Lynn. Stop playing with me. Detroit in the building. That's how we do it. Batty Lynn is up on the post area, y'all. Y'all want to see her rocking that puff print? Go check her out. She's like this with the peace sign, looking like $1,000,000. How everybody else doing up in the building? We got Mary L. Okay, New York in the building with Mary L. VIP auction group. Like I said, you always respected. Always like to see you guys. But what I want to do is what? I got to get to work. I got to earn these likes. We got to continue to be who we are. #1 show in the market right now. I want you guys to see what's going on with this situation that we have. Topic, yes, but woo, do we have a lot in the chamber today? We got a lot to cover. If you guys are ready, like I said, hope you had a great evening. I know I did. Why? Because I had another day, like I said, around the sun. So happy to be here with you guys. Let's get into this clip though. Y'all ready? Let's do it. So right now, we have our new headline for today. We have Trump ignores judges' court orders, right? That's our first headline. Trump ignores judges' court orders. Then subcontext, we have sub-stories. We have the Houthis vow to respond to the United States with violence. Gonna let you guys see that clip, and as well as what they said afterward on both sides. We got a lot of back and forth today. Okay, another sub-stories. As you can see, the astronauts, after 9 months of being up in the space station, y'all had a lot of comments yesterday about what they was probably doing, in the space station over all that time. People got to do stuff to survive. You got to do certain things, right? So y'all had a lot of context on what could have possibly been going on that space station yesterday. But we got the information on these two finally bringing their ass back home. They've been up there for 9 months, them. They've been up there too long. Come on back home now. It's time to get back. All right, y'all. Also, last but not least, we got these Los Angeles suspects who are sought after a brutal beating, a robbery, and a Lamborghini pursuit. Yes, this mean Lamborghini, yellow joint. Yeah, we definitely gonna cover that story because we always cover the scams, the boom blams, and the crazy stuff that goes on. So we're gonna get into this today. Like I said, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Had a great birthday yesterday. Go ahead and check out that St. Patrick's Day clip. Let's get into this because I want to start off with the Houthis right now because the U.S. versus the Houthis. We've got two different stories coming out. It's been like, the U.S. basically said that they were striking against the Houthis because they've been shooting ballistic missiles at ships. They've been doing stuff as far as like interfering with trade throughout the Red Sea. And they're backed supposedly and allegedly by Iran. So it's a pretty severe situation. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna tell you my personal feelings on it. Since I was a child, every time I heard about Iran, Iraq, or whatever like that, saw the news, they were always throwing stones, and you got these people like this that's ready to go do whatever. I was always fearful and respectful. So anytime I hear them talking about doing anything, it gets me a little nervous. Just gotta be honest with you. I want you guys to see the back and forth. There's a lot going on here, a lot of underlying layers, but I do want to get the context going because this is where we're at in the world right now. So without any further ado, let me show you guys what's actually going on out here right now with these Houthis. And they got this shocking video message for Trump after 3 missiles attacks on American warship. So yesterday, Trump ordered an airstrike on the Houthis. He took out a lot of them as well as their leaders, but they struck back. This is what they're doing on the strike back. Here we go, and let's get into it. Again, don't forget, let me know where you guys are chiming in from. Hope everybody had a fantastic evening. I have no idea what he's saying.
باستمراره في شن العدوان على اليمن وبما يؤثر سلبا على حركة الملاحة الدولية.
So now, negatively interfering with maritime traffic, that's what they're talking about. This is what, like I said, the overall gist of the situation is the Houthis have been interfering with travel through the Red Sea. Okay, here we go. Let me read it to you guys. Let's go. The American aggressor bears full responsibility. The scope of the confrontation, continuing aggressions against Yemen. Okay, let's go. Let's try to read this. Negatively affecting international maritime traffic. The Yemen armed forces have successfully targeted the U.S. aircraft carrier, the U.S. Harry S. Truman, in the northern Red Sea over the past hour using 2 cruise missiles and 2 drones. Okay, this is from yesterday. Additionally, the U.S. destroyer was targeted with a cruise missile and 4 drones. This is what they're showing right here as what they did yesterday. This marks the 3rd strike on the aircraft carrier in the past 48 hours. So this is their response. And the enemy has been left in a state of confusion. Just so you guys can remember, like I said, Trump ordered the airstrike. This is what they're doing because these are our only U.S. Military that's actually stationed there, and the only way that they can actually fight back. This story gets deeper. I don't even know if this video is real. I want you guys to show me something because that don't look like no destroyer. It looked like an oil tanker to me. And I don't know if this video is bukala, which we call fake. So now, leading on that, we're going to keep on going. I'm not going to play any more of this video, but as you guys see, TOI, Times of India, is reporting the Houthis' shocking video message for Trump after 3 missile attacks on American warship. Like I said, I do not know if this information is real. Why? Let's fast forward, and now we go to this clip. Why I don't necessarily feel that the visual that he put out there is actually true when it comes down to the SS Harry Truman. This is another video of a strike at the same time. I guess it's preceding that strike. This is crazy right now, so it's really hard to keep up with. Please try to stay with me.
We turn overseas now. Yemen's Houthi rebels are vowing to retaliate after U.S. strikes. The White House released a photo of President Trump watching as American forces carried out the attacks. The Houthis claim at least 31 people were killed. ABC's Christian Cordero has the latest.
Rising tensions in the Middle East tonight, just 24 hours after President Trump launched a large-scale attack on Iranian-backed Houthi rebels inside Yemen. New video shows smoke rising from an explosion. U.S. officials say last night's strikes hit dozens of missiles, radars, drone, and air defense systems in Yemen. At least 53 people have been killed and nearly 100 injured. The Houthis promised to respond, claiming they launched retaliatory missiles and a drone at USS Harry Truman in the Red Sea, the same aircraft carrier that sent these fighters.
Now, this is why. If that's the USS Harry Truman and the other ship that they're talking about, those weren't the ships that we saw getting hit. What we saw looked like oil tankers. I don't want to go back because I kind of threw that video away already when we do that. So, but I'm showing you guys right here. Those are not the same ships. These are fighting ships right here, right? Now let's keep on going real quick.
Jets to strike Yemen. However, a U.S. official tells ABC News their claim wasn't true. The Biden administration had also conducted airstrikes against the Houthis, but President Trump vows this time is different, writing Iran's support for the group who's targeted commercial vessels and U.S. Navy ships at one of the world's most vital shipping routes must end immediately.
It is Iran that has repeatedly funded, resourced, trained, and helped the Houthis target not only U.S. warships, but global commerce, and has helped the Houthis shut down 2 of the world's most strategic sea lanes.
The Red Sea.
Lindsay, National Security Director. Lindsay.
Don't need you right now, boo. Appreciate you guys over there at ABC. As you can see, we have not used Fox S so far. We're rocking on other stuff. This is the reason why I think they lying. The Houthis, I think y'all bluffing. Watch this. This is the happy to throw shade. Pentagon official shreds the Houthis' incompetence after attack on the U.S. ships. Remember, we attacked. They said they attacked back. They said that they hit up some of our ships, right? And we're really hurt out there, right? In the middle of the water, blah, 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 right? Watch this. This is the response up to date right now where we're at on this situation.
Breitbart on the phones, do I understand that? Yes, thanks so much for doing this, Sean. Two questions. After U.S. strikes against the Houthis on Saturday, the Houthis fired drones and missiles at the Truman. Will there be a response to those attacks? And secondly, the Pentagon has deployed the USS Bravely. Can you tell us a little bit about what it will be doing there, exactly what its mission will be?
Stay with me.
I guess I'll address the first part of your question first, Christina, and General, I'll let you chime in. The question of the Houthis, I mean, remind me what the first part of your question was, Christina? Yeah.
Will there be a response to the Houthi attacks on the Truman?
Sorry, it was that, I got you. So, first of all, we did get reports of the Houthis firing ballistic missiles and some one-way attack drones against U.S. forces in the region. Those attacks were largely ineffective and didn't come anywhere near U.S. forces in the region. Again, the commanders in command of those vessels were, I mean, they were completely on point with regards to defending. They were not effective attacks. And so I would also say the second part, the answer to the second part of that question is that the response is ongoing. I mean, this isn't, there's going to be, as I mentioned, a very clear end state to this. And I think a lot of that has to do with how the Houthis respond. Firing at U.S. military personnel in the region and shooting at our ships and shooting at our drones and putting American lives at risk is not a good way to end this conflict. So the Houthis could stop this tomorrow if they said, we're going to stop shooting at your people. But they've clearly chosen not to do that. And so this campaign will be relentless to degrade their capability and to open up shipping lanes in the region and to defend our homeland. But General,
This
Thanks,
is the part
Sean.
I'm
The
trying to
only
say.
thing I would add is, the Houthis claim to have tried to attack the Harry Truman. Quite frankly, it's hard to tell because while we're executing precision strikes, they missed by over 100 miles. So I would just tell you,
They struck at the USS Harry Truman. You missed by 100 miles. Dude, that's like trying to hit, I can't even do it. That's like trying to hit New York and you hit what? Fucking, what? Where's 100 miles away from New York? Like, seriously? I can't even call it. Y'all help me out on this. But that's why I'm bugging, because this is what really happened. I know you guys think I'm choosing sides, but I do not believe in shooting at American ships and hurting trade in the Black Sea. You guys may feel one way, like, oh, something's going on out there, reason of why they did it. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at the overall situation of why you're shooting, why you're doing all of this. And you had to be doing something out there, even through the Biden administration, in order for them to be enacting this. Now Trump is saying, yo, we're going to finish all of this because they're about business. Told you guys the other day, what's this man about? Business, trade, and making money. And you're interfering with what? Business, trade, and making money. Bottom line, it's not about me. Y'all can get mad at me for being the messenger. I'm showing you guys what's going on. This is actually some real stuff right here. Don't say, oh, it didn't really happen. They probably did hit it. As you can see, those were two different ships. That was an oil tanker versus two defensive ships with airstrikes on them, with literal had defensive airships on there. So you mean to tell me you think if those airships weren't shot at, they weren't going to deploy and take care of those ballistic missiles? Exactly. It's really happening right now, yo. It's crazy. I like the fact that we can defend ourselves. I'm popping our collar on that. I'm talking S about it. I love the way he's saying that they came nowhere close to us because it makes me feel safer. Period. Keep on going.
because while we're executing precision strikes, they missed by over 100 miles. So I would just tell you, their effectiveness, I would question anything that they claim to the press that they're doing or not doing. It's very hard to tell what they are just based on their level of incompetence that they've demonstrated so far.
Level of incompetence.
Yes, that's correct. There's also been a number of other attempts to interdict vessels in the Red Sea using UAVs and some cruise missiles as well. All of those have been easily defeated by our fighter aircraft that are there.
General Grinch throwing shade at the Houthis from the podium. I love it.
Some of the folks in here know that my previous job, I dealt with the Houthis quite a bit.
Yes, you did.
They're literally laughing at them. They're literally laughing at them. So I'm coming to the comments because we done stacked the deck. What y'all think about it? Y'all can beat me up if y'all want to for being the messenger. I like what's going on. Not the fact that that they're fighting, that we're defending ourselves. That's what I like. Marielle, the video itself was old and grainy, which was strange and made it unbelievable. The one that they were showing. Yes, shout out to humans. Man, there's bad people in this chat. Goonhead, Tron Brown, my dogs cost more than your trailer park house. All right, Spartacus, laughing at this. YouTube, how you make that with one man, with I men. I don't know what you're talking about. What else we got on here? What else y'all talking about? Who we need to get out of here? If anybody need to go early, let me know. I want to get them out of here. Anybody acting up in the chat, not staying on point. Marielle, you guys do me a favor. Batty Lynn, let me know who's acting up. I want to get people out of here today. Tron Brown, I hate poor people. Oh, Tron, you out of here. Done. Bang! Playing around. You ain't talking about nothing on the topic. Let's go. Who else? Sweetie Pie. That story lasted an hour and went away. Okay, cool. Shout out to humans. Mike, say something relevant. Bob the Builder. Okay, now you out of here too. Hi Diddy's dad. Bang! Out of here. Okay, you hate yourself. You out of here too. Bang! Out of here. See what I'm saying? I'm not playing today. We on point today. That's 3. Who else out of here? Spartacus. Who else? Who else? Fuck that. We ain't not playing today at all. At all. On point, and that's it. Stay on topic or y'all can bounce. What do you mean fake story? All right, story, fake story, Sweetie Pie, I can let you get that off. It's okay. What the F is this? Another way to throw us off, more propaganda. Okay, something is off. I believe that looks fake. I like what you're saying, Spartacus, stay down. Shout out to the humans. So why do the Houthis attack ships, commerce? Why do the why do the Houthis attack commerce ships in the Red Sea? Why do they claim right to it? There's always 2 sides to the story. Yes, there is. And if you know what that is, anybody wants to stick to topic and talk about that, that's what we're going to be doing. Also, I need you guys to help me out today because we're not playing. Anybody that's acting up in these comments, I work too damn hard for this. I'm not playing. I'm on like 2 hours of sleep right now. I'm dead ass not playing. Whoever starting to act in them comments, Batty Lynn, Mary L, whoever down with me, throw their head up, throw the ball up. I'm dunking them. They out of here. And even if what I'm saying, if they act crazy, they out of here. We gonna keep it going now. I'm not playing with y'all today. 3 hours of sleep, you stupid. I ain't got no time to be playing with nobody. Go play with your kids.
Vessels in the Red Sea using UAVs and some cruise missiles as well. All of those have been easily defeated by our fighter aircraft that are there.
General Grinch throwing shade at the Houthis from the podium. I love it.
And some of the folks in here know that my previous job, I dealt with the Houthis quite a bit.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Happy to throw shade at them. On the question about the USS Gravely that you had, Christina, she's deploying under General Guillot, the commander of U.S. Northern Command's authorities for maritime homeland defense missions. She'll go down, as Sean mentioned, into the Gulf of America and surrounding areas and be involved in the interdiction mission for any of the drugs and whatnot that are heading in. It'll be partnered very closely with the United States Coast Guard. We won't share, of course, her actual scheme of maneuver here, but know that that's the mission that she's going down there for, and we look forward to seeing what she can do.
And on that point about the USS Gravely, I think it's really important that the President and the Secretary have made very clear 100% operational control of our southern border. I mean, we've got probably close to 10,000 troops on our southern border. We're surging a Stryker Brigade combat team down there to reinforce the land border as well. But there's a sea component to this as well, and that's part of the mission of the USS Gravely is to secure the water routes in defense of our southern border.
Straight up and down. I don't know what y'all think y'all doing. It's already hard enough for everybody over here. That's going to affect all types of trade coming through there. They got to reroute ships and all of that because y'all want to shoot and be doing all of that. Nah, it's time to take care of business. Time to take care of business. And that's exactly what we're doing. You want to interfere with trade. You want to play games. You're out of here. All right, so we're going to keep on going. What else we got? Let me see what we got in here. Keep the fraud. What else? You can say the LMF, LMAO. Waffle Jackson. Gamble's still mad he missed his chance to twerk for Kamala. That's funny. I like that one. Power struggle on the messed up king of the fountain trip. Tina said, thank you for speaking the truth. You're welcome. Shout out to humans at gambling. Yo, gotta go. At gambling at T, gotta go. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's get them. At gamble, where they at? Bang. Thank you. I saw that dumbness. Bang. Who else? Who else? Who else was it? See, this is what I'm saying. I love this. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Y'all throw the ball up in the air and we gonna get them. Becky Williams, 2 hours of sleep. Gorgeous. You better take care of yourself. Your elder self will thank you for it. Baby, I'm already elder. I got to get this work. I got to get this work. We got to get this show going and we got to do these numbers. I'm dedicated to this show. Show y'all every day by the way I do it. Whew. Shout out to the humans. I read it all plays out for the dominance of Israel and either expansions. I know one thing, the people that are keeping on topic, y'all killing them. Y'all on point, and I appreciate y'all. What's up, LOL? TDS everywhere. Y'all on point. What's his name? You think we going to war with Iran? No, I don't want to. His name, what's his name? I don't want to. I've been scared of them people for a long time. I don't lie. I told y'all straight up and down. It's just something about them. They don't care. Like, I don't want to do it. I'm good. Now we're going to move on to the next story where this judge ordered a hearing after Trump's deportation flights, says those flights must be returned. Remember yesterday they said that all of those flights that they sent back with the Tren de la Agua, all the MS-13 and all the other drug dealers and killers and all of that. This judge said we need to turn them flights around and send them people back to the States. How dare you send them away to those countries? They're citizens now. Not only that, they're supposed to be able to have their day in court and slow up the system and use more funding and make this whole, that's what this judge is going for. That's my opinion. So now this judge, haven't gotten it down to the right name of this person. I'm sure you guys in the comments will know who this person is. I do not support what this judge is saying as they're trying to order a hearing. But from what I told you yesterday, I think that moving forward, we're going to have issues with sending more illegal criminals back to their country because this order is now in. So they're still going to have this hearing about sending back documented migrants who are criminals. Doesn't really make sense to me. They are saying that they're using this old law in order to enact it. Let's get into it. I want you guys to see what's going on because this also is very important information. And we got a few more sub-stories in this context right here because it also makes sense. Let's go. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. We're not going to let them haters mess us up. We're going to keep on moving. We got one out of here. We're going to let I can't find the other one, but as soon as he says something else, let me know. Bang, and he out of here. But he's on warning right now because I can't find him and I have no time. So I'm letting you know you might want to get right before your head come off. Peace.
And this federal judge, 5 p.m. Eastern is when the hearing is supposed to take place over the allegations they defied a court order by flying migrants over the weekend to El Salvador. Just ahead of that, Justice Department said the judge cannot interfere in Trump's deportation efforts, citing national security reasons for that. As we bring in our legal expert on this, I told you we'd talk more about the legal side of it. The criminal defense attorney, the great Mercedes Coleman, joins us. Always great to have you, Mercedes, especially when we need something like this explained. There's a lot of political kind of heated rhetoric. I get the politics of it. I'm not so sure about the legal back and forth of it. What do you know and what should we expect?
Thank you for that very kind introduction, Connell. It's always wonderful to be on with you. I love these types of topics because they're very complicated.
Yeah.
So let's step back and talk about the constitutional powers that the president has. He does have, obviously, foreign policy powers in his executive branch of government. And the president is drawn upon those powers when he says, to me, the reason why I am now following the Foreign Enemies Act is because we were invaded by this Tres de Aguas gang. So it's an invasion. And if you have an invasion, then presumably you can trigger that act. Here's the rub, though. That act was a policy and an authority during war, not during peace. So the critics of the president have said, you are enacting and following a law that's triggered when the country is at war. We're not at war. This is peacetime talks.
Yeah.
So when we're in a peaceful state, then we should follow the immigration laws. And even when there are illegals in this country, no one's disputing that these are potential illegals. No one's disputing that this gang is horrible. They are accused of rape, arson, murder, all those very significant violent crimes. But if you look at what is permitted under the immigration laws, even individuals that are accused of that wrongful conduct and they're here illegally, there's a due process.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is if you
that tells me that they need to change that law right there. I mean, I got a lot of friends that's deported, but never did any crazy crimes like these right here. These guys they've been waiting for them to come back. Look how they taking them off these planes. They know who they are. So why are they treating them like that over there, but we got to treat them all nice and take them to court and spend our tax dollars and everything? Meanwhile, they walked over the border with middle fingers up talking about we coming to do whatever we want to do. We going to slip through the cracks or whatever. So why can't we send them back in a type of manner like that? What's all this stuff about? Oh, because they're here, they stepped on U.S. loyal and now safe. I'm on base. I'm on base. Y'all can't do nothing to me while I'm on base, y'all. What is this? What are we playing? Tag? Is this tag? Are y'all serious? And they have the nerve to be saying, oh, even though they did this, they might be part of MS-13. They might have did all sorts of crimes and stuff like that. But we still have to give them their day in court. Come on now. Give it to me. Give it to me. Bad or good. Let's go. What we got? Send all felons to Africa. Okay, what? Send all. Oh, yeah, Rouch. Oh, yeah, bye. Yeah, bye, Rouch. Bang! Out of here. Playing games. What else we got? What do we got? Okay, what else we got? Online poker rush. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Yeah, you could say that. Justin Michael. Biden flew them in illegally, and we will fly them out legally. Okay. Okay. Rap vlogger. Ratch probably thinks Africa is a country. Well, he out of here. He can go think about it himself. CJ Fox, I love your content. This is a real talk. Thank you for being bold. Online poker rush. Send them to El Salvador. There you go, online poker rush. I'm with you. Charlie, how about they can all live with you until they court date? No thanks. Cup Noodle, who's on the wanted poster? Spartacus, zero tolerance on our justice system. Nova, let's go. I'm in there. Okay, who's on that wanted poster? That's Jesse James. Over there we got Bonnie and Clyde. This is Gene Deal's new liquor. It's a bourbon. You guys know Big Gene Deal. He's the bodyguard for P. Diddy. I created that for him, and it's coming soon. Let's keep on going. My question, though, do we need to be treating these people the way that they're saying? Do you feel like we need to do it through the justice system? I honestly want to know that. If you feel like we should be able to send them back this way, put a number 2 in the chat. If you feel like they should be able to have their proper day in court, I just want to see a number 1 in the chat. Proper day in court, they get a number 1. If you okay with sending the illegal criminals and Tren de la Agua gang members back like this, you put up a number, I think we said number 2. Okay. So what we got, you okay with sending them, everybody? I see a lot of number 2s. Justin got a plane with his. Justin said, bye. Kenneth Johnson, 2. I see a whole bunch of 2s. Oh, everybody like, get up out of here. Oh, everybody want these people gone. I see one person, Richard said no. Guy said, let them stay. Don't do it this way. Rebecca said yes. Rose said 2. Justin, 2. Everybody and 2. We got Spartacus 2. Rousey said 1. I got you, Richard. Rousey, I got you. Darius said 2, 2, 2, 2. Shout out to the humans. Why ain't you got your heart for what people are going through and what they fled from? I do have a heart for that. I do have a heart for people and what they're going through and what they fled from. But what I don't have a heart for is the same thing that they tell you when you're on the airplane. If cabin pressure seems to drop, a mask is going to drop down. Put your mask on first, and then you take care of the person next to you. At this point, they're reaching for my damn mask. They want the resources. I got to take care of me first before I can take care of that person next to me. That's all I'm saying.
Follow immigration laws. You have to go, and it takes time. Due process means a hearing, means evidence. And instead, if you follow the Foreign Enemies Act, there is no due process because you are at war. And the last time that the president followed that act, not this president, obviously, World War II. It was followed in the War of 1812. It was followed in the War of World War I, and it was last followed in World War II to address the Japanese that were in the country during World War II.
Right. Okay. So a couple of things there that now that I do understand it better, it takes me a while sometimes, Mercedes, you know that. On the tablet, you talked about taking time. So here's the kind of the timeline of these migrants being expelled to El Salvador. It didn't take a lot of time at all for the president on Saturday to invoke this, and then the flights start going. The second flight, the judge verbally blocks
and I wouldn't want to be here.
The docket. Third flight, Trump administration files a motion to appeal. President El Salvador says, oh, it's too late. They're already in international waters. They're already here, essentially. Now, today, and this is the thing that took me a second, because Kelly Meyer, to her credit, did do a good job of explaining it, but it took me a while to understand. But the DOJ, the Department of Justice, came out and tried to get this hearing thrown out, saying that they didn't have the jurisdiction. And the judge said, no, we're going to still have the hearing. So that's what we're expecting in half an hour. So now, I guess one of the questions is, these hundreds of migrants and gang members, according to the administration, already got on the plane, already went back. So what happens to them? Or we're just talking about the future now? What are we actually talking about?
That's such a critical question. The future now is this is what's going to be probably unpackaged at the appellate court. And if not the appellate court, it's going to go up to SCOTUS. What are the constitutional powers that the president has at this moment in time, given this level of crisis? What can he do? Can he follow the Foreign Enemies Act? That's going to be one key issue. Has he violated the court order? Because remember, this judge.
Yeah. What if he did, by the way, and they're already there?
Exactly. The judge said, turn the planes around. But the DOJ, the DOJ and the administration said, well, you're in international waters.
Turn the planes around? Do y'all see who they dealing with over here? They said, turn the planes around and let the criminals back. How dare you send those criminals back? Turn those planes around and bring them back to the country. What y'all got to say? I see y'all getting busy. Online poker rush, and I'm Puerto Rican. I understand their struggle, but they are illegals who break laws, and I'm an Army veteran too. That's what Online Poker Rush said. We got Mark Moody, no judges. They shouldn't even be involved. They get those people the hell out of our country. What else you got? Selena CR said, it's a misdemeanor, not a felony. What else you got? Leo said, those boys that got sent to El Salvador are going to wish they never tried to come to the USA. What else you got? Mark Moody said, what are your freaking nuts? They're criminals and get them the hell out of here. Their gangs know. It's official, said, shh. What else we got? Shout out to the humans. Didn't spend my money. I have it in my wallet. Online Poker Rush. Rod Dog, you right too. Celine said yes, because there is too no online standing. Online Poker Rush. Thank you, Rebecca. You're right. Rod Dog said there's people are here illegally. Too late for date. It's slippery slope when due process is violated. You're right about that, though, because Rebecca said they were allowed to come in and they were flown to other states. They're spending our money and we're giving them benefits that American citizens don't get. This is so crazy. Spending money we don't have. And then they had the nerve to say to bring them back, Rebecca. Do you hear what this fool is saying? That's why when they went into the beginning of it, they said it was political. This is political. This is personal. This ain't got nothing to do with, you want to bring this type of criminal element back. That's why I'm playing the video to let y'all see this shit. Do me a favor, double tap the screen. Where we at right now? Y'all got me excited at this early. It's 345 people in the building. We got 47 likes. If you appreciate the content and the fact that we're doing our thing right now, do me a favor, hit those 3 buttons, hit that like to let everybody know that we got this content going on right here and what we're doing over here, because there's more layers to this. I got another layer with Tom Homan responding to this nonsense or this stupidity that she's talking about. Tom Homan sends a message to that stupid judge and said his order defies logic, because everybody in the comments is saying the same thing. They said bring them back, y'all. They said bring them back. Bring them back to the states and bring them back to these states. Can you believe this stupid judge?
order is not applicable when you're over international waters and you're there. At this point, even the judge in the order has already acknowledged that once these individuals are already on foreign land in El Salvador, nothing can be done with respect to them. So even if the ACLU, and the ACLU is the one that brought the case that is before this judge to begin with, even with the ACLU cannot do anything. What the ACLU can do is literally just make sure to understand what the powers that the president has, what can he do prospectively on other deportations if he's going to rely on the Foreign Enemy Act. And that's going to be a really key issue. And honestly, Connell, it's not going to even be here. Yes, it might be hearing now. It'll go up to the Court of Appeals. But if you're talking about the constitutional powers of the president, it's going to go up to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, Devin, thanks so much for watching. Just good.
I hope when they go to the Supreme Court, they knock it out the park like a Yankee pitch when the great Babe Ruth was playing. I need that to get up out of here. That is so stupid. We can't even defend ourselves against these people. Now look at what Tom Homan got to say about this stupidness. Because Tom definitely gonna put it down and say what he got to say. Because he's right on the front lines and dealing with it.
So this morning, hundreds of illegal immigrants, some with alleged gang ties, are no longer in the country. The Trump administration deporting them to an El Salvador mega prison. It comes as an Obama-appointed judge temporarily blocks the president from using a wartime act for deportations. White House border czar Tom Homan joins us now. So, Tom, this is a promise made, a promise kept, but it looks like a judge is trying to stop this. Why?
I don't know why. I don't know why any judge would want terrorists returned to the United States. I mean, first of all, the video, what a beautiful thing to see.
It's incredible.
Right? Look, the President Trump, by proclamation, invoked the authorities of the Alien Enemies Act, which he has right to do, and it's a game changer. And we removed over 200 violent criminals from the United States, just not TDA, but also MS-13. The actions of President Trump made this country safer. Every criminal alien, every criminal public safety threat, and national security threat removed from this country makes this country safer. That's what American voters voted for. That's their mandate to the president. The president's keeping his promise. President Trump's a game changer. The Alien Enemies Act has been used a long time. And when I watch the video doing to keep his promise to American people to make this country safe again, and he's doing a fabulous job.
So, Tom, I look at this judge. The flights were already in the air, in international waters. How did the judge get involved? Did these immigrants that were in the country illegally, did their lawyers get involved and make a petition to the judge? How did this happen? How did the judge know about the flights being in the air?
Again, information was leaked somehow. I don't quite know how it got leaked, but there was a emergency court hearing on five people that were on schedule to be deported. The judge had a written order that said these 5 people can't be removed right now. It wasn't until this flight was already in international waters, heading down to El Salvador, that the judge made some comment about returning the flights. We're already in international waters. We're outside the borders of the United States. I'm the border czar. Once you're outside the border, it is what it is. But they're in international waters, already on the way south, close to landing. You know what? We did what we had to do. Remove terrorists, significant public safety threats from the United States by the order, the proclamation by the President of the United States. We did the right thing.
Tom, you say that it was 5 that were on there with this emergency. So why is the judge asking for the entire flight to be returned?
Your guess is good as mine. Once you got some radical judge who makes a decision.
This can't happen.
That just defies logic. I mean, who in the right mind, whether you're a judge or not, wants known public TDA, a recognized terrorist organization, sent here by the Maduro regime to create havoc, to unsettle the United States through the use of fentanyl to kill thousands of Americans, violence to American citizens, raping and murdering young women in this country. They're enemies of this country, and President Trump treated them as enemies, and we did exactly what we should have done. Again, President Trump is going to make this country safe again. He's going to do it one illegal alien at a time, and this weekend we did 261.
So Tom, what's next? Because I'm getting a little worried about the manpower
Yeah, we ain't thinking about that right now. We're gonna keep on moving, don't stop, no. And I know a lot of people feel certain ways about this, but my personal views ain't got nothing to do with y'all's. I understand you guys in the comments getting busy, so that's why I'm coming in the comments, because I want to know what y'all got to say about what Tom Homan just had to say about this. So let's try to keep it on topic. Let's try to keep it on the judge and what is this judge thinking about? What's going on here, y'all? They won't, Kevin. What we got? What we got? Let's try to keep it on topic. What we got? The Constitution is the Constitution, period. That's what Online Poker Rush said. So that means that they have to know what, no matter what, go by the Constitution. I got what you're saying. They're not gonna do that, Kevin. You fear mongering. It's what's that? I feel like those camps are a bit effed up, though. LOL. What else you got? You got Justin said, I love how they say it's an old law from the past. It's evil, yet we still follow the Constitution, which is even older. Ooh, that's what I'm saying, Justin. Bombs, yo. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. This is chat, and it's giving me a lot of hope for what will happen when they start doing this to dissident citizens. Okay, what else we got? Kendra Walker said 395 viewers, and we only got 55 likes. If you're enjoying the content, double tap the screen, please. Yeah, y'all, let's double tap that screen. They use the intentional waters as the rules still don't apply. All right, Galactus, one. Will Gunn, why are we using laws to protect people that broke the law? Make it make sense. Thank you, Will Gunn. That was a very smart comment right there, by the way. Quan, he's gonna have to pay when his term ends. Ooh, okay. Kendra Walker said, go ahead and get them double taps up. Galactic One said, you have to be at war with said country, but I'm not against deporting valid, illegal, and criminals. Straight up and down. Do me a favor, you guys. Y'all heard what Kendra said. If y'all appreciate the content, y'all go ahead and double tap that screen, hit those 3 buttons right there, and get those likes up, please. Also, if you want to rock out with us at the 6 o'clock hour and become a member, y'all can do that as well. But really, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to the 30,000 mark to let everybody know that we are, like I said, the #1 show between the 6 and 7 o'clock hour. Not me, our bottom line. You guys are part of it because I can't do this without you. That's why I always ask you to please try to stay on topic in the comments because I need y'all. I want to just keep on playing videos. Y'all be having some smart stuff that y'all be putting me onto, and you teach me as well. I come back to the comments because I want to know what you guys have to say. Some of that stuff, it be stuff that I never even knew. And when I'm able to tell it in verbal, many more people get to hear y'all comments. So yes, that's why I always come to the comments because I want to know what you guys have to say about these topics. We're going to keep on going because now we got some Democrats that are slamming the use of Alien Enemies Act. They're saying that the Trump administration thinks that they're above the law. And we have to let everybody get a fair and impartial floor here because we're the bottom line. And as you notice, we've been spreading the news widely to cast a group of people as well as to be more fair with everyone. So as we see right here, we can see that Trump administration, like I said, we're going to get on this topic right now. This is the handling of border and immigration. With us now, NBC News senior White House correspondent Garrett Haake, also with us, NBC News Homeland Security correspondent Julia Ainsley, and Veronica Cardenas, former assistant chief counsel for U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So Julia, what exactly happened on Saturday between this proclamation and a court order? What can we expect in today's hearing?
Well, it was a wild Saturday night, Jose, because it really came down to the wire when Judge Boasberg in an emergency hearing said that any planes that were in the air or if they had not yet released the migrants who were on board needed to bring those people back to the United States. The lawyer for the Justice Department said that he fully understood and would direct federal agencies to act within accordance of that order. But instead, we learned on Sunday that those people actually had been released into the hands of El Salvadoran authorities and taken to that supermax prison that the president has developed there. And so basically, there is no longer a way for the court to enforce this order. They're out of the jurisdiction of the United States. The question is, and the White House is disagreeing with the plaintiff's attorneys on this, is whether or not the judge had the authority to issue that order before those immigrants were handed over to El Salvador. I've spoken to a lot of people who have said that as long as they are on a plane in an international airspace and before they're handed over to the authorities of another country, of course they were on that plane with American pilots and within the custody of ICE, which is part of the U.S. law enforcement, that they should have been able to be turned around in compliance with that order. But instead, they were released, and now it's really difficult to see how they could be returned. If there's one question we want the answer to, Jose, it's how will a court now respond to what it looks like is a defiance of that order, at least in the way that Boasberg stated it on Saturday night. We also were expecting a similar hearing that we now understand is postponed in the case of a doctor from Brown who was deported. That's been postponed, but at 4 p.m. today, we'll be able to hear how the administration will answer to these questions and what Judge Boasberg will do, because he has very little power over those 300 people. But is there something he can do to the administration to try to really, cull the power and show the authority of the judicial system over the executive branch when it comes to issues like this?
So, Gary, what more is the White House saying about all of this?
What?
Yeah, Jose, I think the White House feels pretty clearly that this judge does not have the power to enforce his order in this case now or in the future. The White House press secretary put out a statement that at first kind of disputed the timeline elements of this. It should have just laid out the idea that this plane was already in the air and that it was over international waters. Not that they were defying the court order, the White House argues, but that it was essentially no longer operable from where this plane was geographically at that point. They also argue that
That's why I want you guys to see, this is the pushback from the other side. I want you guys to see that no matter what happens, it's always going to be pushback. The other side is going to find reasoning. We should bring those criminals back. They need their due process. The Constitution is the Constitution. You're always going to have people like that. That's why it's great that we live in this sort of a country so that we can say what we feel, even though we may not be right. We can have our personal feelings, and it can be laws and things of that nature. And that's just where we live at, and that's why it's great to be here. So when we think about it that way, I guess they should be able to have their day in court. But personally, the way that they got here and the way that they went about it, the things that they were doing, committing crimes, SA, all these drugs, fencing, all of that stuff, no, I'm sorry. And then you came here illegally. That should, no pun intended, trump everything that they're talking about. Because as soon as you step in, that doesn't mean I'm on base. I touched the base. I know I ain't supposed to be here, but I'm playing tag. And as long as I'm here, y'all can't do nothing. Y'all can't do nothing. We don't need to be played with like that and toyed like that. We don't need, as a country, it's hurting us monetarily, hurting our environment, and it's hurting our people. And our resources are constantly being strained, constantly. Corey said, open your eyes, Vic. I feel sorry for, baby 8 Ball said, CIC get tore up, LMAO. Can't comment. Is anybody watching 2A? Oh, you out of here. You out of here. You got to go. Wait a minute. Can't comment. Now, you all right. Let me see. It's official. Damn. Mind Melt Media. The world is laughing at America. More gaming. How do the whites not get punished to get took back to, or punished for slavery? That is what More Gaming said. Online Poker Rush said, they're in America illegally. Them physically being here is proof they broke the law. True. Like, there you go. Ogun said, so non-citizens have rights, huh? Vic Morrison said 56%. Kevin Palmer said constitutional applies to all of this land. Can't comment said me. Nah, you good. Mickey, and Trump has the last word with anything having to do with foreign relations. Can't comment said he's calling you ghetto, bro. It's okay. I let people talk crap about me. There's a lot of people in here that do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But if he starts getting off topic and trying to be crazy, it's all good. You know, but I made a mistake, but I like the way you did that, though, because if it was something crazy, I would have took his head off. So that was a good one. So he's skating on thin ice. Pleasant gift, 8 illegal immigrations, 1 birthright citizenship, 2 the green card lottery, 3 immigration from Muslims countries, 4 asylum, 5 refugees, resettlement, 6 TPS, 7 DACA, 8 humanitarian parole. Damn. KB, my man got TDS. Wub Tile, again, if you're here illegally, none of the U.S. laws apply to you. Actually, they do, because a lot of our people like Biden administration and the sanctuary laws actually protect them, bro. They actually get protected by that. Do me a favor, you guys. I know you really liking what's going on with the content because you're still here, and I love the comments that I'm getting here. Even the jokes. I like the jokes, but just make sure that they're funnier than the ones that we make. Do me a favor, y'all. If you appreciate the content and what we're doing right now, got a whole bunch more in the clip. It's not over. Do me a favor, please. We've been up since 6 o'clock. I'm only on about 2.5 hours of sleep. Please do me a favor, get those likes up so everybody else can know what we're doing. We don't ask for money. As you can see, we don't get no bread. I got coffee in the kitchen and it's all good. As far as the likes, that's what we ask for, is like, to show the love. And we have enough people up in here to actually do that and to bring more people over to get enlightened on the information. Don't y'all want to let people know what y'all got to say about these topics? That's what happened when you like. More people come over, you start seeing in the chat, what's going on over here? Then they start seeing the video, and then it gets more people over, and it gets our show where it deserves to be at. That's where I'm gonna tell y'all I'm cheating at. I'm trying to get the numbers up so we can get better in position for the show. I don't care about the bread. Y'all already see we don't get no dough. We ain't getting no money over here, so don't even worry about that. No coffee no coffee over here. I pay for that myself. But as far as those numbers right there, really appreciate it if we can get them up to at least about 80 or 100, because we got the numbers to do it. And I want to get back to work because I got something else I want to show you guys, because again, we got to be fair and impartial. We got Jasmine Crockett here. She a senator. She reacts to the CNN poll that says the Democrats' favorability is at an all-time low. We got to be fair and impartial over here, guys, and let everybody get the floor. So that's what we're going to do. Let's keep on going with it. Let's go.
No strategy, no message. That's a quote. That's how a Democratic lawmaker was describing the Democratic Senate vote with Republicans this weekend to fund the government with a Republican funding bill, averting a government shutdown, but there was virtually no fight and nothing achieved for Democratic priorities. This comes as our brand new CNN poll this morning shows that the Democratic Party's favorability is at an all-time low in this CNN poll. It's just 29% approval. That's a 20-point drop since 2021. Joining us now is a Congresswoman from Texas, Jasmine Crockett. Congresswoman, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate you squeezing us in before you go to church. This has been a rough 72 hours for Democrats. I want to play some of what Democratic Senate Leader Schumer told me on The Lead on Friday about his decision to vote with the Republicans to fund the government. Take a listen.
A government shutdown gives Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Doge almost complete power as to what to close down, because they can decide what is an essential service. If they determine that SNAP, kids shouldn't get food, is not essential, they can just cut it out summarily. They could fire half the workers in the federal government. It would have been a far worse consequence.
So he's saying that the path that House Democrats wanted would have presented a worse consequence. Is he wrong?
He's absolutely wrong. I mean, look at the reality of the votes, right? I understand that the American people are frustrated. Please believe many of us did not sleep because we were calling and trying to impress upon the senators the importance of pushing back in this moment. And as you saw, we had all but one Democrat in the House that voted for this. So that's 212 Democrats in the House. And then you had the vast majority of senators vote for it or vote against it as well. And so the idea that Chuck Schumer is the only one that's got a brain in the room and the only one that can think through all of the pros and cons is absolutely ridiculous. And Jake, you and I both know that this administration could care less about whether or not they violate the law. We know that we've had to rely heavily upon the courts. And I want to say, as you're talking about the polling on my party, I want to say that it is the Democratic attorney generals and some governors that are standing up against this administration and bringing those lawsuits and winning every single time. They are losing in court. Could we do a better job of making sure that the American people know that we are winning in the courts? We probably could. But at the end of the day, it's still Democrats that are winning for the American people.
I want to get back to something that she said about Chuck Schumer, and I'm just going to say a few things. Sounds like a little bit of tension in the party, huh? Chuck ain't getting along with Jasmine too good, huh? They are not seeing exactly eye to eye. And I'm sure a lot of other people in that party probably don't feel the same way about Schumer and what his decision was. We got enough on this. Into the comments we go. What we got? What we got? We got Andrea Marie that says, yeah, they are taking one for the team. Bill Andy said, Big Daddy, hello. What's going on, Bill Andy? What's popping? How you doing? Can't comment said they're eating each other. What else you got? Kevin Palmer said messaging. They need better messaging. Galactus One said, not worried about the Democrats' tension. I'm not either, but we need to know what's going on over there. Ain't it interesting to see what's going on in the parties overall? Online Poker Rush says, I said it earlier, the Democrats are fighting amongst each other. That's why I want, yo, online, I set you up for that. I was like, yo, he on point right now. I got something for him. I got something for you. I told you I had something for you. Credit Rich, Chuck needs to retire now. Let me ask you something. Quita, are you a Democrat? Just want to know, if you don't mind telling us. Bill Andy, Pig Daddy, hello. What's up, Pig Daddy? What's up, Bill Andy? Kendra Walker at Online Poker Rush. Appreciate you. Online Poker Rush, the Democrats are falling apart. Galactic said, gold card for 5 million citizenship for sale. Yeah, we definitely got that gold card for sale for 5 million for those executives. Whew! How we doing today? Y'all let me know. Let me know how we doing today. Let me know, because I think we doing good. We really kicking butt today. I don't even want to brag, but I do want to come to the situation about this man that got attacked on a train in New York. Yeah, he was on a 2 train. He got robbed. 5 people suspected of, they're looking for the people. They got video of the girl. They got video of 2 other people, but they had masks on. It was on a 2 train. Thank you guys. I'm glad you guys appreciate the content we got going on right now. Thank you so much. It's not for citizenships, by the way. Galactus said, who's collecting? Right, here we go. I want you guys to see this right here, because I'm looking at it from an entire open aspect and an open mind, right? We got congestion pricing that's trying to make more money for the city to go towards the subway so that they can do whatever they want to do in the subway, right? In the train stations. Then we have Kathy Joku Hoku, who's saying, we want more people to take the trains so that there's not so much smog and stuff going on downtown in the city. And plus, we'll make much more money by the people that are riding the trains, because it's more monetary for us. Only thing about us in New York that we're going to keep on telling you guys time and time and time again, the MTA, the subway, is not safe. I don't care how many people you walk up to. I can go out to the train station right now and do an interview tonight at 5 o'clock when everybody's getting off work, and I'll walk up to them and say, do me a favor. Now that there's more police on the train, do you feel safe? People are going to look at me like I'm crazy. Where the police at? And what are you talking about? Hell no, I don't feel safe, because it can go down at any minute. Case in point, this man got attacked and robbed by 5 people on a 2 train. All they got is video, and now they're going to see if they can catch up to these people. Still going on. It just doesn't stop. We got the worst mayor that ever been, but she wants y'all to ride these trains because I don't think she even can.
Your help finding these people you see right here on this screen, who are wanted for allegedly attacking and robbing a 23-year-old man on a 2 train. News 12's Tim Harfman is in Longwood with the very latest.
Get a good look at this group. Police say they're searching for these 5 people.
Most of the time, it's always the youth now. It's the ones that have no home training. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's call it what it is. When you have no home training, you don't even go, like certain things that you have to know. Class, respect, pride for yourself as well as other people. I would feel funny cursing loud when an older person is on a train when I was in school. I'd be like, oh, somebody old right there, chill out. So much respect for my elders and so much respect for people. But now the youth that we have that wear the shiesty masks on their face, and they think just because they got the mask on their face, they can walk around and do whatever. They outside, They can do whatever they want to do. They want to drill, and everything is about drill and kill and rob somebody. And then if you tell on them, yo, how you snitching like that? What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? And then when they boy go to jail, free such and such, free little bomb, free this, the stupidest rhetoric in the world, the stupidest stuff in the world. But yeah, these are the type of people and the individuals that we have to deal with and encounter now. So this 23-year-old was encountered by 5 people on our safe subways. They got all the new police that Kathy Joko Hochul put on there. But for some reason, them cops ain't going to Longwood, huh? I bet that kid would have been happy if a cop would have walked on that train in Longwood and saved them, right?
After they stole a man's phone and punched him in the back of the head. It happened last Friday, March 7th, around 9:45 p.m. on a southbound 2 train at the Freeman Street subway station in Longwood. Police say the group approached the 23-year-old victim, but it's unclear what led to the incident. The NYPD releasing surveillance of the alleged attackers inside a subway car. The video shows 2 people covering part of their face, standing against the train car.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. See, I'm wrong for the way that I am. I am. Because even when I see people like that, I want to ban them. Oh yeah, you wearing a mask? It's too warm for that. You need to take that off. What are you talking about? Nope, no masks. Hey, it's a freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Stuff like that right there, that's when I'm gonna go for it right there. I'm gonna be like, nope, take the mask off. What you got a mask on for? And you on the train. It's not cold in here. What's going on? Straight up and down. You might not want to be seen. No mask, take them off. How come all of a sudden ski mask is okay since COVID? I can put on a mask right now, walk outside, people gonna be like, whatever. How come it's okay now? Before it used to be like, hey, be careful, ski mask. Now, that's their second dress. The hoodie, cover their face, ski mask. Talking about shiesty. What y'all got for me? Let's go. Justin Michael, who the F ever said all white military? Sue Me said exactly, it's intimidating. Galactus said, yeah, that mask shit is crazy. Deacon said, how many vets are in the chat? Angela, you don't even sound like a New Yorker. I am a New Yorker. Can you point the camera up just a little bit? We can't see better on the big screen. Thank you so much for telling me that. You guys got to put me on point to stuff like that. Y'all are dope. I love doing stuff like that. Anything that can make the show better. Appreciate that. Thank you for putting me on to that. Y'all can help me out with stuff like that. Trauma bonding. You could have told me earlier, no doubt. Galactus, Luigi Mangione was all marked up. Terry said, the mask, TDS mask. Online said, I'm a vet. There you go. Respect to all of our vets. Online Poker Rush is a vet, y'all. Salute to Online Poker Rush. Kevin Palmer, I mean, if you are sick, stay home, I guess. Deacon said, talk about the Trump. We need to get on this topic right here. The mask got popular with the COVID mask. It surely did. Trump meet the Constitution. Natalie said, thank you for your service and sacrifice to all the vets here. Definitely, I say the same thing. Raymond said, good morning, my brother. People are not right today. We need to pray. We definitely need to pray. We definitely need to pray. And we need to be on top of people like this. I don't know how old you guys are in the chat or if you ever heard of this name, but I want you to look up this if you get a chance. Look up the name Bernard Goetz. When you get a chance. His name is Bernard Goetz. If you remember that name, put it in the chat. Tell me what Bernard Goetz did. If anybody know who Bernard Goetz is, y'all let me know. And even he had to go to court.
Another in a pink hoodie, one person in a black hoodie, and the 5th person with long dark hair. Residents we spoke with Sunday say they're not surprised by the attack.
It's very scary, because you don't know what to expect no more, especially in New York City.
I personally don't feel the subways are safe. I stay my best not to stay off the subways after 10 o'clock. I don't get on the subways after 10 o'clock.
However, the NYPD's latest statistics show transit crime in the Bronx is down 28% from this.
When it's up 100% and just down 20%, that don't mean no difference. And who cares about the part where it's being down? It needs to be way down because we still don't want to get caught up in these numbers. Because that's the problem. Oh, well, the numbers are still down. Meanwhile, you got a big knot on your head looking like you just had a fight with Mike Tyson. talking about, oh, we gonna look in the video to see if we can find this person. Meanwhile, they already got you and you swollen up looking like Martin when he went through the wall. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Marielle, love me some Bernard Getz. There you go. Andrea Marie Talon, I just Googled it. I love this stream. That's right. Frank said hi. That's right. Andrea, that's right. Google that. Google that. Michael Merritt, the 2 Train, late night is wow. You have to be on point. There you go, Michael. Tell him, yo. Yo, Michael, come on, bro. Straight swivel like this. Straight swivel. Straight up. You know what? Me, I look like a piece of steak. Y'all already see how I dress. I ain't rich. I just dress a certain way and I'm a certain way. Do. Atlantic Avenue in the little pocket. Bling, 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 bling. I wear a chain all the time, but y'all wouldn't know it. Boom. Oh, I'm leaving it home. Ain't even gonna wear this cheap watch. Nothing attractive. Please, do not wear anything attractive at those times. You see what Michael said right there? You see that right there, the 2 Train? Yeah, it's lit at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's right. Mary said, love me some Bernie Getz. What else we got over here? What else we got? Vigilante. Mary already know. She ain't even got to go to the Google. Terry Motley said Kyle Rittenhouse for Secretary of Self-Defense. Online Poker Rush. Thank you for supporting Mary. That's right, y'all. Do me a favor. Y'all appreciate this content. Do me a favor. Let's get these likes up to at least 100. We already know what we're doing. #1 show. Why? Told you. Because of us. I could show clips all day. But if I can't come back to these comments and nobody here, I'm talking to myself. Period. That's why I love doing this. I get to wake up and be with y'all. What else we got? Okay, it's time for Trump to take multiple questions during the tour of the Kennedy Center. He says the development of the center is lackluster, and they spent a whole bunch of money in the Kennedy Center, and they're planning on revamping it. But there's a lot of loss there. So we're gonna go to that. Let's go to Trump. Let's see what the president got to say about the Kennedy Center. Let's stack this deck and keep it going. Come on, y'all, let's go.
So thank you very much. We're here to have our first board meeting, Kennedy Center, and it's in tremendous disrepair, as is a lot of the rest of our country, most of it because of bad management. This is a shame what I've watched and witnessed. They spent a fortune, $250 million. And they built these rooms that nobody's going to use, rooms underground. And I've often wondered, what are the big cubes that they have outside that block the view? The cubes with a door in them, so that people can get down to rooms that nobody's going to use. And it's a shame. It's a shame. The other thing is, I have a little problem with some people that work here. We had Lee Greenwood wanted to sing a little song today, and because of the cost and the union structure, for him to sing a song just for the board, just the board meeting, it was going to cost $30,000. That doesn't sound too good. They wanted $30,000 to move a piano, so you can't have that. So we're gonna fix it up. But it's really emblematic of our country. At the Kennedy Center, if you look at the columns outside, you look at, I mean, they're supposed to be covered by something, whether it's marble or whatever, granite. They were never covered, they were painted, but bringing it to more modern times, a lot of money's been given to it, and the money has not been properly spent. They built rooms underground with no windows, no nothing, that will not be used ever. You're not going to have people use them. It's such a waste of money, such a terrible waste, but we'll bring it back, we'll make it great again. But it is so much like what I'm witnessing in other places. We have open borders. We have men playing in women's sports. It's all the same thing. It's all the same mentality and thinking. So I'm very disappointed when I look around. The bottom line, it has tremendous potential. And we'll work with Congress. As you know, it's a very public facility. And we'll do what has to be done. We'll be having a meeting with the Speaker in the not too distant future. I think it's important to save this structure in this building. I think maybe we close up some of the work that's been done and built because it was done terribly. It was done terribly. The concept was very bad.
Well, we definitely, it's been very active at building. He knows about structure. He's saying that there's been a lot of rooms that were built inside the Kennedy building that were underground that they're never going to use. It's basically a lot of lost monetary and a lot of lost money that was spent on that, right? Number one. And then when he came to talk about the columns that are outside, he said they're supposed to be covered in marble or granite. They've been painted. So of course, that's just another issue of something that actually, sadly, we're going to have to throw more money at in order to get repaired. Also, we had a reporter ask him about, why is he there? Because that doesn't seem to be something very pertinent about what's going on with the government right now. He did reflect and say that they did a lot when it came down to Washington, getting rid of all the mayor. He commended her for getting rid of all of the tents and doing a very good job with that. And then we also have a little more information when it comes down to Trump speaking at the Kennedy Center. This part is about the JFK files, which should be out today. Once I get contact and a direct link to the JFK files, I'll have the description inside of I'll have the link to the exact JFK files inside of the description. So if I find out today, they'll be in the description. If I find out tomorrow, they'll be in the description moving forward, the same way that the Epstein link is in those Epstein episodes. So I want you guys to see what he had to say about the JFK files, because they're now going to open up the JFK files so that we, the American people, can see what they found and what they discovered during that.
We have a big announcement to make. I'll make it now. So, we're at the Kennedy Center. Needs a lot of work. We're going to fix it, make it beautiful. It's a very big part of the fabric of D.C. and the Capitol. We're bringing back the Capitol. We're bringing back our country. But while we're here, I thought it would be appropriate. We are tomorrow announcing and giving all of the Kennedy files. So people have been waiting for decades.
Come on, y'all. You know it's the #1 show on the market right now. Ain't nobody rocking with us. Do me a favor. I'm going to rewind that, but I want some food right now. Can you please get those likes up and let everybody know what we doing, that we tearing it up, that we getting busy? Do me that favor, double tap that. Whoever hasn't already, if you have not joined the channel, please do so. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers. We right there. I'm going to keep on going. Plus, I'm going to rewind because I don't like messing with people's speeches. Let's go.
The Kennedy Center needs a lot of work. We're going to fix it, make it beautiful. It's a very big part of the fabric of D.C. and the Capitol. We're bringing back the Capitol. We're bringing back our country. But while we're here, I thought it would be appropriate. We are tomorrow announcing and giving all of the Kennedy files. So people have been waiting for decades for this. And I've instructed my people that are responsible, lots of different people, put together by Tulsi Gabbard. And that's going to be released tomorrow. We have a tremendous amount of paper. You've got a lot of reading. I don't believe we're going to redact anything. I said, just don't redact. You can't redact. But we're going to be releasing the JFK files. And that would be tomorrow. Do you have anything else to add to that, Carolyn?
That was yesterday, y'all.
So that's a big announcement. They've been waiting for that for decades. And I said during the campaign I'd do it, and I'm a man of my word. So tomorrow you have the JFK files. What time will they be released? Tomorrow afternoon, okay?
This afternoon, like I said, as soon as I get the link, it's going to be in the description of this video. You guys can come back to that video, click on the description. I'm going to have the link right there, or you can just look for it yourself. But if you can't find it, y'all can rely on me, because I'm going to make sure that we got it. That's how we do over here. Keep it going.
Have you seen what's in the files?
I've heard about it.
Was there any interesting?
It's going to be very interesting.
Was there an executive summary supplied to President?
No, I'm not doing summaries. You'll write your own summaries. It's many pages. Is it 80,000 pages? Approximately 80,000 pages. So it's a lot of stuff. And you'll make your own determination.
You have criticized President Biden for using auto pen
last few days. Have you yourself ever used AutoPen, sir?
Yeah, only for very unimportant papers, and I don't call them unimportant. If you do letters where people write in and, you know, they'd love to have a response, or write responses, and I'll sign them whenever I can, but when I can't, I, you know, would use an AutoPen. But to use them for what they've used them for is terrible.
Yes, sir. And when you signed the CR.
Who are you with?
Sir, I'm with NBC.
Oh, that's the same one. I don't want to talk to NBC anymore. I think you're so discredited.
Mr. President, when most people think of the Kennedy Center, they think of the Kennedy Center Honors. It takes place in December every year. Is that something that you anticipate hosting at the White House? And what do you think that happens?
We're going to have honors. We're going to have, I think it's going to be a much bigger show than it has been in the past. It got very boring, very radical left. Unless you were a radical left, it just seemed that nobody was chosen. There are a lot of people out there that can get the honors, and we're going to do it. I think we'll have a very big show. It's going to be a very big show. We have some surprises on that show.
Okay, y'all, so JFK Files, we're going to have that by noon. We only got a couple of hours to wait for that. I'll do the research and bring that to y'all. We got, that's going to be crazy. 80,000 pages. What y'all got to say about it? I'm in the comments. Let's go. Okay, what we got? Free UK from Trump. Free UK from Trump. Vic Morrison said, guess. Rolex Man said, when did I say Biden was competent? You never said that, Rolex Man. Trust me, I don't even know you, but I'm sure you never said that. You know better. Signum Kruger said, King Trump. Brian Needham said, I bet you $1 you get a black out paper, if any. Wow. More Gaming said his supporters are strong. Justin Michael said your entire party. Bill Andy, Pig Daddy, a quick look at the cover reminds me of my growing up hunting, trapping, fishing across the Midwest. That sounds like you had a great come up, Bill Andy. Here we go. Colton, 80 pages of what? We gonna find out, Colton. Sicken 83 said, keep up the content, brother. Hope everything is well. Thank you so much, Sicken. Go ahead and join the channel and go ahead and hit the notification so that you can know when we on. Vic Morrison said, let's see what's in those documents. Raymond Lawson said, the truth is coming out for once. Harry Blogg said, Signum Cruix, Trump love. What we got here? Not so mute. Can we impeach him already? That's what not so mute said. Online Poker Rush said, Brian, he's your president. Haha. We got to keep on going, y'all. What we got right here? Finally, those astronauts are coming back home. And I asked you guys a question. Y'all talked about this yesterday. What was they doing up there for 9 months? How was they, pooping and all of that? I know they got a bathroom and all of that. That's one thing, right? But then when it come down to, getting a little, when it's cold outside, girl. Oh, when you think you're lonely now. People are saying that they was hooking up there. I don't know what y'all saying, but people are definitely saying, oh, when it's cold outside, girl. Who are you holding tonight? They saying that they was getting busy, y'all. I don't know if it's true. But they on their way back home. They've been up there for 9 months. And I know they way better than me because I wouldn't have made it back. They would have been bringing one person back alive. And sorry to say it, I wouldn't have been coming back because I'm too scared of heights. I'm too scared of them closed up, cramped up places. And then to be floating like that long, I probably would have had a reverse heart attack. Excuse my French. Sorry to say it. I just can't do it. So we're going to find out what they're doing and how they're coming back home. Because guess what? The astronauts are coming back. I think they came back yesterday.
Houston, we have a solution. The 2 NASA astronauts who've been stranded in space for months are finally coming home. The space agency announcing Sunny Williams and Butch Wilmore could be back on Earth as early as tomorrow evening. News Asia's Caitlin Becker.
Now, certain people in the comments, y'all dead wrong for y'all saying that what her face looked like. It's not me. Certain people was talking about she looked like alien, like close up. Y'all are wrong for that. This is a nice person. This is an astronaut. So y'all stop calling people names when it come down to their face. The lady does not look like the alien. Stop that. What else we got here? We got Rena Brown. Trump is awesome. Online Poker Rush said, yes, Rena, you're right. Signum said, free EU from socialism. Marielle, give them STD tests when they get back, and we'll know. Go ahead and get those lights up, y'all. Let's keep going.
Joins us live. So, Caitlin, we understand these astronauts are actually returning sooner than was initially announced.
That's exactly right, Nicole. And that's because ultimately the one calling the shots right now is Mother Nature. So it's really a question of when the weather is the most optimal. NASA reporting last night that their team, along with a team from SpaceX, are now targeting an earlier return, quote, based on favorable conditions forecasted for the evening of Tuesday, March 18th. The plan had been to bring Butch and Sunny, who've been up there for 9 months, remember. The plan was to bring them home Wednesday, but the agency is anticipating less favorable weather later this week, and it seems they're just trying to mitigate the risk of any further delays because there have been so many now. So here is how all of this will play out. Today, SpaceX Crew 9 is going to spend time completing handover duties with Crew 10, making sure they're prepared to take over at the space station. Then just before 11 o'clock tonight Eastern time, the hatch on the return capsule will begin to close. At around 1 a.m. Tuesday, undocking is set to start. That begins the journey back to Earth. Then approximately 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow evening, the astronauts should finally splash down in Florida. Of course, Nicole, as we have seen, these things can really change right up till the last minute, but it looks like Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams.
What's up, Danielle?
All right, so Caitlin, take a step back, kind of walk us through why these astronauts were stuck there for so long in the first place.
So long. It's really been quite the ordeal for these astronauts. They were initially set to return home aboard the Boeing Starliner. That's what they took out there. It's the same rocket that brought them into space. But the Starliner had just a slew of issues. We're talking thruster malfunctions, docking problems, and helium leaks. So the astronauts couldn't return home after a little over a week, which was planned. And weeks turned into months. The Starliner got sent home empty for safety reasons, and then there was a plan to send the SpaceX capsule to retrieve the astronauts instead. But still, it wasn't that easy. SpaceX capsule, that one needed battery repairs, so that delayed things again. Then last Wednesday, with just 48 minutes to launch, there was a malfunction with the hydraulic arm that holds the rocket in place on that launch pad, and it was scrubbed yet again. Thankfully, just a few more days is all they needed. This has really been a long time coming, though, Nicole. A very, very long business trip, I would say.
Cindy?
They better than me. Like I said, I couldn't have did it. I could not have done it. I would have been cooped up. They would have been, like I said, one person would have been coming back, and I'm sorry to say it wouldn't have been Bugatti. Y'all would have been doing just being honest with you. Hope I want to get to this next topic that I told in the lead, where these suspects were on the loose after their brutal beating and robbery and this Lamborghini pursuit. They got the yellow Lamborghini back, y'all. Watch this right here. Y'all already know it get kind of crazy at the end and at the area at this mark of the show. We like to show scams. We like to show what's going on in the streets, and this is what's going on in the LA streets. I don't know if you guys heard about this story, but check it out. Let me let you see what happened here.
That robbed a smoke shop in LA late last night.
They then led police on a pursuit across 2 counties. KTLA's Carlos Herrera is live from that smoke shop in the Fairfax district with more. Carlos, good morning.
Good morning. It's a bizarre plot, Chris and Megan. It all started with the 2 victims being contacted by a group of men to help them record a music video. The 2 victims were then lured to this smoke shop you see behind me on Melrose Avenue near La Brea, where they quickly found out that the suspects were here to attack them and rob them at gunpoint. Let's get you over to some video. Investigators say it was just after 11 p.m. when the victims arrived at the smoke shop, and they realized that the suspects weren't there to record a music video, but to steal from them. The 8 male suspects brutally attacking and pistol whipping them, stripping them of all their jewelry and 2 firearms. By the time police arrived, the crooks had already left the scene in the black BMW and the yellow Lamborghini. Just a few minutes.
So basically, they tried to run off on the plug. Y'all already know what this is. They set them up, said they were gonna give. Hey, we want y'all to shoot a rap video from us. Meet us over here. Came up on them, did their thing, got them. But guess what? They got caught. Keep it moving.
Minutes later, officers located that Lamborghini on Santa Monica and Fairfax. They tried to pull that vehicle over, but the suspects didn't stop and instead led CHP and LAPD on a 45-minute pursuit on side streets and freeways through the San Fernando and Simi valleys before making their way into Ventura County and coming to an end in the gated community over in Moore Park. That's where the CHP took 2 suspects into custody after they were allegedly hiding in the shed of a nearby home. It's unknown how the suspects made entry into that gated community and that house. The LAPD later arresting 2 other thieves near the scene of the attack here in the Fairfax district, though it's unclear if the Lamborghini was stolen, and police know very little about that black BMW, the other getaway vehicle.
I'm starting to see like a chain of the same thing happening. Yesterday, what was it, y'all? Was it a Rolls Royce or a Bentley that they rented to do the robbery in? Today it's a Lamborghini. So basically, you can tell that it's young, the youth that are like into rap music, into these high caliber numbers and these big, names, Lamborghini, spending money. Also, they look to that to be the people that they take from, because they automatically assume that monetary is going to be in the equation, because these people, they got these expensive items. So of course they must have some money. Again, you guys, watch out for stuff like this all the time. I know it has nothing to do with the majority of people on our show, but at the same time, it's good to know what's happening here. Smoke shop, they're supposed to come there and do a video. Yeah, right. Next thing you know, they do the robbery. 2 of them got caught. So you know what that means. 2 of them, that means go ahead and put on those one-size-fits-all bracelets. And then, the next thing that the officer's going to say, right? Watch your head. And then you're going to be like this, taking that ride of shame. Anytime you're taking that ride of shame, you're always thinking and you're reflecting. Stupidest thing in the world is you got to get bailed out if you got any family. You got to go to court, which means you got to pay for a lawyer. By the time you spend the money on that, if you got it, it's probably more than you would have got when you did the crime. People need to really consider the stupidity that they do before they do stuff. I'm just saying, that's my idea about what's going on. What do y'all think? Here we go, we back in the comments. Online Poker Rush, I was in a Saturn Ion. Kevin said, it doesn't seem far-fetched. Oh, you did your dirt inside the Scion and the Ion online. Natalie Jurjevic said, people expect to get robbed if you have any business in California. Expect to get robbed. People expect to get robbed if you have any business in California. It sounded like maybe a gang or something like that too, because that jewelry thing that happened, it was like, I don't know if that was in California as well. Bill Andrea, yes, Marge would be beneficial. Vic Morrison said, dreaming. Rob Outdoors Incorporated, get your CCW licenses and let them F around and find out. Yeah, closed carriers, that's what he's talking about. Get you a closed carrier, so as soon as they run up, bum, bum, bum. Yeah, because if you have all of that stuff, and you should be able to defend it, unless you live in the state of New York. Because if you live in the state of New York and you defend yourself, you're going to jail. That's what the law said in New York. We're a non-protect yourself city. Criminals get locked up, right back out of jail. I dare you to hurt one of them. Y'all already see what happens. Mess with a criminal, get him hurt or something like that. He'll mess around and get hurt after you beat him up, and he'll sue you. He'll say, hey, he punched me in the face, he knocked me out. And the lawsuit will actually work. You have no idea what laws are like in the state of New York. It's just so crazy. Online Poker Rush. Yeah, don't like guns. Gerald said, judge has no jurisdiction after plane leaves the U.S. airspace. Yep, you're right about that, Gerald. Vic Morrison said, concealed. That's right, a concealed carriers. That's right. More Gaming said, getting a car like that shouldn't be like that. Michael said, people wake up, just relax, stay out them streets. And they got the shiesty masks on. I like that. Lanson said, and y'all were worried about us getting into World War II, supporting Ukraine, but look at what Trump is causing. Wait, I forgot. That would be using your common sense, something you Republicans lack. That's what Lanson Key said. That's what Lanson said, y'all. That's what Lanson said. And with that, you guys, we are where we at the point where we ask for the last chance to get those likes up. let everybody know that we are very close to 30,000 subscribers on the channel. We would really appreciate it if you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so that you know whenever we're going to be on every day between 6 o'clock and I don't know, whenever the stories end. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's an hour and a half. But it doesn't matter because we still got to get that information out. It's very important. I appreciate you guys so much that we got over what? Y'all ready? Money, 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 money. Money. Some people got to have it. Go into the description today. There is over $1,400 worth of surveys. There's only 2 of them in there. But one of those surveys is for $1,000. Let's see if one of you guys can get that $1,000. Go check the description. You're going to see the survey there. Fill it out. And let me know if you win that $1,000. I'm going to get $25 because I put it in the air and let everybody know. But you are going to win $1,000 if you're able to fill out that survey correctly, submit it, and if you're in the right town, got a good chance of making $1,000. Hey, why not? We ain't got nothing else going on. Go check out that survey. Then we got another one in there because y'all know how I like to do. Just in case one survey doesn't serve a certain town, I go get another one to make sure that everybody else can get some money off of that too. Surveys are well vetted. I've already made money off of them myself, and I know the company. I hope you guys have a good chance of making that money because right about now, I know our pockets is on tilt. That's why I don't ask for money. I just ask for likes, and I appreciate you guys for that. Also, you already know, we already went from $1,000 to $1,200 when it comes down to the Show Your Talent show that we're bringing to the 5 boroughs, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. So if you're talented, in Staten Island, if you're talented, you can sing, you can dance, you can cook, you can paint, whatever you do is art and it's talent, come on through. We didn't just limit this to music. We didn't just limit it to dancing or whatever. We made sure that everybody that has talent can be a part of the Show Your Talent show. You come to the store, if you're fire, boom, you win $250 right there. If you're really good, once you make it to the finals, you got a chance to make $1,000. I'm going to have the link posted at the description as well. Also, you can go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's and 2 P's. Or just go ahead and hit that QR code to be a part of this show. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be hosting at all 5 boroughs. Then we're coming to different states, Detroit, Los Angeles, Miami. You name it, we there. Big Drip, we on tour, y'all. And y'all going to be the talent. Hell with a rapper or another person trying to make them the influencer. Y'all are going to be the talent. And y'all are going to get the benefits from that. So, as you can see, we're a full movement over here. We take care of our people. We keep it in the family. So with that being said, if you got a car detailership, you work at a gas station, I don't care what you do, you're a mobile barber, send me your flyer. I'm going to put it up in the post section, and all of these people are going to be able to see what you got going on and bring you more business. We like to share and share alike over here. So when we ask for likes, if y'all notice, I put a lot out there. To ask for a like is really not much. So the fact of the matter is, I appreciate you guys. I want to make sure that you're getting something out of coming here, just like myself. And I hope that you appreciate the content. Share and like and let everybody know what we got going over here. This is our bottom line. I'm your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So till tomorrow, y'all know what it is. Let's go. Get 'em. 1.